Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good day, a good morning, planning a good day. So today I'm going to talk about the law of attraction, the process of it, and how to do it. Because it's pretty simple, and we like to make it super complicated. Like we're going to somehow screw it up if we veer off course a little bit. And we're all going to veer off course. Veering off course is what we do because we're humans and we have an ego and we think we can control things outside of ourselves. So we veer off course in thoughts, feelings, and actions all the time. And how do we use this process to better our lives? We start to change those habits of those thoughts, feelings, and actions. So you start with new thoughts, like your new thoughts about your job or your new thoughts about your body or your relationship or your finances. And then you start to change your feelings about those things. So you start to feel better about all of those things. You find ways to feel better about your job. You find ways to feel better about your body. You find ways to feel better about your finances. And then the actions happen. You make better choices, and more opportunity comes to you to have those inspired action moments. And so what's an inspired action moment? It's like when you are getting better at thinking and feeling better about your job, and then your boss comes to you and offers you some amazing new position or project, or your cousin calls you and says, hey, my company's hiring, I know you'd be really good at it. Those are the inspired actions. But you have to also know that when you start this process of using the law of attraction to your advantage, you are going to get a flood of new things coming to you. And especially in this day and age of marketing with Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and all that good stuff, when you mention like, I wonder if I should be a nurse, and your phone is within, or your Alexa, she lights up. Wait for her to power down. All of that stuff hears you. So if you're like, oh, I wonder if I should be a nurse, you're going to get all flooded with all this stuff from these social media platforms about going to nursing school, about being a nurse, about or whatever it is that you're thinking about, because you say it out loud. You might be talking to your husband, or you might be, just like on the phone with your mom, be like, oh, I'm thinking about going to nursing school. And then all of that stuff picks up, and then you get it back. And you're going to get, and not only with social media, but just in general, you're going to get all these opportunities coming at you. And then it's your job to choose which one of those feels good, which comes right back to thinking and feeling like, do I think that sounds like a good idea? Does it feel right to me? I was doing this just as a little example back, it's probably been like 12 years ago. I was stay-at-home mom, and I was thinking, for when the school year starts, maybe I should just go get a job, and so I called my aunt and I said, hey, I was just wondering if you guys are hiring, because my family owns a business in Southern Oregon, and I was pretty sure I could get a job there, just being family. Oh, Oscar, just a second. So I got a hold of her, and like the next day she calls me back and is like, hey, we made a position for you. I just need you to go in tomorrow and get drug tested and come in and fill out an application. And I'm like, okay, like that happened a lot faster than I was, thinking it was going to happen. And so I was just fretting about it. Like, is that really what I want to do? I can really make my reselling thing take off more if I put more energy into it, and then I'd have my time freedom. And so my husband came home that night, and we had just started really getting into the law of attraction. Well, not just started, but we were a few years into it. So I remember I was in my laundry room and I was folding clothes, and I'm just like, I just don't know what to do. And he goes, when you think about going to work there, how does it feel? And I said, it doesn't feel good. And he goes, there's your answer. And that is exactly what you should be doing. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. And you can say, oh, well, Shelly, eating a whole cake would feel good. Well, yeah, it would feel good in the moment, but how would you feel after you ate the cake? You'd feel like crap. Physically, mentally, emotionally, you would feel like crap. So you have to put that out there. How would that feel? Would it feel good to eat the whole cake? Yeah, while I was eating it, but in an hour when the cake is in my belly and I feel like crap and I feel like I'm going to throw up and I don't feel good emotionally because I just ate a whole cake and why can't I control my eating, blah, blah, like just go through the whole scenario. That doesn't feel good. So I'm going to have a piece of the cake and then I'm going to stop. Some of us can't do that as well as others. And I understand. I am a carbaholic. Hi, I'm Shelly and I'm a carbaholic. And then you all say, hi, Shelly. Like, I get it. But what I'm saying is when all of those options come rushing into you, you have to choose what feels good. You have to choose it. So the whole process of the law of attraction is how you think, how you feel about those thoughts, and how you act on those feelings and thoughts. So the habits of all of that are what will slowly change. So will you get into traffic and you'll be mad because that guy didn't use his blinker and that guy cut you off and that guy wouldn't let you in? Yeah, you're gonna that knee-jerk reaction is gonna happen. That's what you've been doing for years. So you just pull back in those moments. You just go, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm not supposed to be so angry with these people because that guy that supposedly cut me off was just trying to get in like I was trying to get in a little while ago. And that guy didn't use his blinker because maybe he's not from here, or maybe he's just ignorant and he didn't use his blinker, but that really isn't my issue. And because I'm a good defensive driver, I saw that he was going to turn and whatever. I just let it go. So that's where you have to get to those places where you're not just like, I see it all the time on YouTube, like, oh, this happened and I just have no hope for humanity anymore. And it's like, what? Do you know how many amazing, wonderful people, and I just said amazing, not amazing, how many amazing, wonderful people there are in this world? Look at my shirt today. Oh, I don't know if it's going to show up. Look on the bright side. That's what you have to do. Look on the bright side of everything. This election, look on the bright side. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to lose. But there's going to be a bright side. There always is. Like, look at this, situation with this sickness that we're all dealing with. There's a bright side to it. There was blessings that came into my life from it. Are people passing away? Are people sick? Yes, they are. But I'm just going to put it out there. There are people passing away and sick all the time in this world. And if you want to focus on that and you just want to be devastated with life and humanity, then that's what you're going to get back. You're going to get back lack. You're going to get back jerk people in your life. You're going to get back all this stuff coming at you, all these options of just like horribleness. That's what you're going to get. So, Scott, my husband's watching. So, you can choose if you want to put your thoughts, feelings, and actions into something better and see all the helpers out there and see all the positive people and see all the people that are thriving through all of this, that are thriving through this situation that we're in. Because I know I am. I have been. And we just keep doing better and better. So Anyways, that's the process, is changing your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions to a better place. And all you have to do, you don't have to be like, oh, if I have any bad thoughts, then I've just screwed up the whole day and I might as well just start over. No, those bad thoughts, those negative thoughts, those frustrated, lack thinking thoughts just need to be pulled back in that moment and go, whoa, I can't think like that. I have plenty of money in the bank. I can't think like that. I worked out today. I can't think like that. I need to apply for another job today. Like, just pull back and do something more positive that makes you think, feel, and act better. And then when those things come flooding in, make those choices. You don't have to grab at every one of them, look at them and go, oh, does that one feel good? No, that one doesn't feel good. That feels like a struggle. Does that one feel good? Oh, that one definitely feels better. Like, I would love to do that, but I have some other issues with that. And then you'll get something and you're like, that's perfect. And then even when you get into that perfect thing that you take that inspired action on, you could get into it and you could be like, oh, this job was totally, wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but I'm just going to be open to the opportunities. And then maybe one of your new coworkers is like, hey, I see that you're really struggling with this, but my sister-in-law works for blah, blah, blah. And then you run into that perfect job. And that was just the universe just throwing you into the next position. So you just have to change your habits, and it doesn't have to be this huge struggle. Make it a fun thing. Make it a game. Every time you start getting frustrated or thinking negative thoughts, or even when you're like, oh, I got to go have lunch with my whoever, like, I always go to your mom. But like, you're going to go to lunch with somebody and you're anxious about it because you know that your relationship can be kind of like, a little irritating or whatever. And you start going through those scenarios like, oh, she's going to say this and I'm going to say that. And then we're going to be all tense. And it's just, I'm not even looking forward to it. No, pull back from that and go, you know what? That lunch is going to be better than expected. I'm going to be as nice as I can be. I'm going to compliment. I'm going to, if I think that I'm going to start saying something negative or gossipy, I'm going to pull back and just be nice. And you just do that. You just have to start changing your habits. And then pretty soon your habit is just to be good and be nice. Hi, Robin. And then it's all good. And you change your habits, and it changes your life, and it changes how your daily life goes. And you wake up excited for what you're going to do today, and you wake up, happy and excited. Like, I wake up every morning with my dog, and we just like go downstairs, and he goes outside and goes potty, and then he comes back in, and we do this little thing where he's super happy to see me, like he hasn't even seen me that morning. So funny. It's like he's so focused on getting out the door, and then when he comes back in, he's like, oh yeah, you're here. And, it's like, that's how I start my day. That's pretty happy. I started my day today with that damn mousetrap snapping, because just when you think you got them all, good morning. Just when you think you got all the mice, there are more. And everybody's telling me to poison them. And my dog has killed 2 of them, so I don't want to poison him, because I don't want him to get sick if he actually kills one and eats it, or even just kills one and gets some of the blood in his mouth. Like, ugh. So we're doing the snap traps. I found this is a little life hack if anybody has mice in their house. And we've lived here for, the end of February, it'll be 4 years that we've lived in this house. And we've never had mice. We've never had ants. We've never had any issues with vermin. And now we have these mice, and luckily they have not got into the pantry. I woke up in the middle of the night to let the dog out, and the pantry was open. I'm pretty sure it was our son, and I was just like, so mad. But anyways, I was trying to fall back asleep, and I heard the whack. And I went downstairs, and sure enough, there was a mouse dead in the trap. Yay. So that's how we're dealing with it. Oh, and the life hack is, because those snap traps, a lot of times they'll just lick all the peanut butter off, or they'll get the piece of food that you stuck on there, they'll just lick it off and they won't get snapped. So I watched this video, and you hot glue a piece of dog food onto the trap and it works. He said it works 95% of the time. So far it's worked 100% of the time. I think we've got 4 or 5 mice like that. They try to get that food, and as soon as they pull it, it's glued to the little trigger and it snaps them. So if you have mice and you want to use the snap traps, that's the way to do it. Get out your hot glue gun and hot glue some dog food or cat food or whatever you're going to put on there, but hot glue it on so when they try to take it, it triggers the trap. That's how I'm ending my law of attraction video. That's hilarious. Anyways, you guys all have a good Thursday. And I appreciate you watching. If you're on Facebook, thank you so much for watching. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up. It helps my algorithm. And share my videos. That helps too. Have a good one. Bye.